Okay, so yeah.
Follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. You left chaos to fester in your house, but you must respect your new role.
Those statues are dwarven paragons, if I remember right. The best of their ancestors.
That would have been a battle
Now
if my
that's a
intimidate
beauty, daughter.
wasn't high
If you
enough.
work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Show some pity for a poor old man.
Okay, we already have all that. Pretty cool.
You know, Alistair, Antiva has a long tradition of royal bastards.
You don't say.
Oh yes, they've led wars to claim the throne. Some of them have become kings. In fact, I'd say the current royal line in Antiva stems from bastard blood several times over.
Well, aren't you just chock full of useless trivia today?
Sadly, whenever a royal bastard rears their head in public and declares themselves, it often goes poorly for them.
Let me guess. They get assassinated.
Only the very popular ones.
And the unpopular ones?
Well, they get by somehow, I'm sure. There was one fellow who did quite well working as a prostitute based on his uncanny resemblance to the king. Charged a fortune.
Couldn't afford him, I take it.
That cynicism will serve you well, my friend. Hold on to it.
Oh shit. That's my brother, the traitor.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Do not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. If I find that sodding fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Exile, you are not to show your face here again. I have enough crime to deal with. I shouldn't have to dump you back in the deep roads. That's right. You found pity topside. The Warden should have better sense when choosing allies. Surfacers and their cloud-addled heads. Fine, oh illustrious Grey Warden. What do you want? Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here. Blame yourself for that. The deaths in your house brought us here. And still the tavern is open, and the market is busy. Orzammar has suffered worse. The ancestors will see us through. They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. Are you sure you're still a dwarf? Ancestors have patience. If Branka could hear this, well, I wouldn't be standing in dried blood. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. Yet.
Okay.
You are... By the ancestors! You were exiled into the deep roads. How can you be standing here? I should hope so. I'd be quite hurt if you didn't recognize me. After all, under different circumstances, we might have been married. But you were supposed to be dead. How is it you live? Then I hope your return is a good omen. Since your father died, many have begun to wonder if it was Balin's hand behind Trian's death, not yours. Even your father believed that. It's why he appointed Lord Harrowmont as his heir. But enough Deshers support Balin to keep the Assembly in a deadlock. You can see how bad things have gotten. In his sleep, though many whisper those are only sweet words to hide the smell of poison, may the ancestors accept the king among their blessed number. He wouldn't dare say so, but the common folk do. Not enough of them, I say. Exactly half the Assembly still supports Balin, and their loyalty runs deep. And I'm sure some curse their decision to exile you. But House Iduken stands behind Balin still, and they have stricken your name. He dares not leave his estate often. You've seen what sort of thugs support your brother. Exactly half the Assembly. But as you know, that means his numbers are dropping. He still lives in the king's quarters, pretending your father never repudiated him. He seems to think if he's close to the throne long enough, we'll forget he has no right to claim it. I am glad to see you're safe. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, talk to Dulin Ferrender. You'll find him in Harrowmont's estate. Tell him who you are, and I'm sure he can get you an audience. I should return home until the streets become safe again.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd be interesting to choose who the king is, considering the circumstances around, you know, my character's origin story, right? See if there's anyone else to talk to.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Oh.
Oh, I actually was talking to your companions, or are you from the surface too? Oh, wonderful! I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
Okay.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
I'm not going there anytime soon.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down. Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Yeah, it's one of those collect all the whatever, you know. I'm not a fan of those quests.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium. Of course.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need any of that stuff. Do you have health? Of course you don't. What is this? That's not worth 19 gold. It really isn't, so I'm not going to be doing that. Definitely not. Starfang sells for a lot, but I don't know if I want to give that away.
Your word?
I guess they'll go in the armor place. Oh. What?
Welcome to Jannar Family Armors. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum. For 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacet, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself. Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface stink, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go. Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again. Dwarves don't do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just a childhood fantasy that dies hard. Please, if you see her, send her back and let me talk some sense into her.
Okay, but can I,
Please, don't encourage Dagna further. Tell her you were wrong. I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object. Of course.
Yes. I was gonna say, if he has health potions, that would make no sense, but yeah, he doesn't. Oh, wow. Plus 50 stamina. I didn't realize how fucking good those were. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything. I didn't really think I was. I just wanted to see, curiosity, you know, to see what we had.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? I can move aside. I don't have much to bring them. My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by dark spawn that way. Don't guide your steps.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say commit to stuff because that doesn't make a lot of sense.
I do not even want to think from what manner of substance a cave-dwelling people would create their spirits.
That's the tavern. Let's see.
Sod it all, the exile. Never thought I'd see your face in the commons. Never thought I'd be glad to either. But this can only help Balin. Whether he forgives you or you scare people, it's another crack in the old way. He has the legitimate claim, thanks to your failed grab. You abused the old ways, and now he has a chance to change them. I see where the gold is. It flows topside. Balin will guide us to adopt a new way. Of course, he can't come out and say that. You among them, I suppose, as though you or Harrowmont would have nothing to gain. How would I know? Nobody here is a paragon. The scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade. Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change. Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to them. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Please tell me you have help. They don't. Yeah, if you want to moderately increase your base attributes for 15 gold, that's just like, ouch. I don't know about that. I'm definitely not going to be doing that. Okay, we have to go back to the circle and then let her, yeah. Which is dumb, but that's how it gotta be.
I tried Dwarven Ale once. I thought it was just something they tricked surfacers into drinking, as a joke.
You're not welcome here, exile. I don't care if you're a Grey Warden. I liked your brother. If you need to speak to one of my patrons, do it quickly. But don't expect me to serve you. Yes, and he disgusts me as much as ever. But with him, you know what you're getting. I expected more from you.
That's Elisif the Fair's voice actress. She sounds. You hear the voice? Sounds just like her. It is her.
Not much of a trick. Now what do you want here? Good. Now stop cluttering up my bar.
Fucking bitch. Is anyone else to talk to here?
I'm coming! I'm coming! Hold on!
She isn't coming.
No singing until the dinner hour.
They're everywhere! I can't take it! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends! There's things older than Darkspawn. And once you're in the story, they find you. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass! Take them! I want out! I won't disappear chasing a lie! I won't!
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open.
This ale was perfect.
I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. So I'm curious. You've been living on the surface, right? Does it function any worse than Orzammar for having abolished caste? Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary. Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality. I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning. As you wish.
So it looks like that's all there is in here. talk to him. Yeah, we're not going there yet. Oh, there's a nug.
Maker's blessing on you, brother. The Maker brought forth this world and every creature in it.
In my experience, religious people are inveterate liars.
He chose a human woman as his prophet and bride, but he loves all races, even elves. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers. Will you allow tradition to keep you from the path of enlightenment? Andraste revealed the truth. The Maker took her up to live at his right hand and... No, never mind. It's clear you strayed too far to be brought back with a single conversation.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. The chant and the Andraste shit is like one of the things that has frustrated my character so much, more than anything else. So yeah, we are not participating in that. We're just not. Definitely not. Oh, another nug. Do we get gold? Or...
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell. Saraka.
12?
You're the...
I only get 12.
I trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
Can we go in?
Ancestors smile on you.
We can, okay. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. The game crashed.